So they have Twitter handles? You want me to skull them?
No, I'm pretty close to like.
Where did he go? Where was the thing when he was away? He was like enjoying himself.
I'm calling him right now.
He's in the French Open. Are you recording, Soupy? We might not put this in, but record.
Yeah, we've been rolling.
Yeah.
He doesn't pick up his phone. This guy doesn't pick up his phone.
Why don't you give it to Rico? Rico will call.
Yeah, pick up your phone.
Wait, text Rico the number. He'll tweet out. He'll tweet it out.
This might be the guy.
No problem.
There's this desk they gave me is the size of an ant.
Load the boats.
Barstool Pick'em Week 2, brought to you by our friends at Game Time, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports, created by fans for fans. Game Time is a ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. Football is back. We're going to be in Tuscaloosa on Saturday night. Dave and I are going to the game. I think the rest of the crew is going to go to the game and use Game Time. I used Game Time on Monday, Labor Day, took my son to the Cubs game. It is the easiest app in the world. Best seats, best deals. It's all possible with the Game Time app. The biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats you thought you could never buy. They'll even credit you 110% of the seat price if you can find a better deal elsewhere. Quick story, Game Time. I bought seats for the Cubs for me and my son on Monday, right before, maybe 3 hours before the game. Game Time texted me and was like, the seller flaked, and they're like, but we got you better seats. So they just got me better seats, no extra cost. They're like, we'll take care of it. So I didn't have to think about it at all. They're like, check your account. You have better seats now. You've already paid for them. All good. That's what Game Time does. So that's a personal story from Game Time. You can also get limited. What do you got?
I just remembered when I was in Boston a few months ago, I bought tickets to a game that was on September 9th by accident. And now I'm going to try and sell them on Game Time.
Oh, there you go.
That just queued in my head. I have 2 tickets to the Orioles Red Sox this Saturday.
That's the famous. When we went to Michigan, Ohio State, like the first year of college football show. Oh, he's calling.
Who set up the fucking music and the shit? Like, have they ever set anything up in their life before?
Download the Game Time app or go to the website. Enter your email, redeem code.
You never are here to argue, and you're never here to have fucking answers.
Use code PICK'em for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
But your guys come and they don't fucking fix anything. The gate doesn't work. Nothing fucking works.
Read the room. My problems are not as big as anyone else's right now.
Nothing is ever your fault. Yeah. Nothing is your fault. Ever. I gotta go. I'm in the middle of a fucking podcast. Can't listen to music. There's Spanish music blasting on level 1,000,000, and we have no outdoor speakers, so that's great too.
Okay, download the Game Time app or go to the website, enter your email, and redeem code PICK'em for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. The Game Time app is the best app out there. The purchase process takes just 2 taps, 10 seconds, and once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone. No printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share tickets with friends via text, so you can get into the game seamlessly, skip the hassle, enjoy the moment. Download the Game Time app, use code PICK'em for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Thank you to Game Time, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. All right, week 2, Dave, congrats on moving into your Miami house.
I have so much pent-up anger to this guy. It's insane.
The fact that you can't listen to music in your own house is pretty crazy.
He has it all set up through my phone. So if the phone rings, it shuts off. If someone sends me a video to watch, I watch the video, it blasts the video.
That's
cuts
not right.
The music off.
No, I have everything on my phone, and if I'm playing music, it just plays music.
Of course it's not right.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's champagne problems, but I've also paid this guy. I've lost track because I'm not a track guy. You could tell me I gave this guy $20 million, and I'm like, all right. He's just stealing. He's stealing from me. He's smitting me.
All right. Week 2 pick'em. Boys, that was a bloodbath. Jack, do you want to say the records?
So bad.
It was so bad. I did
Time out. I gotta go shut the
outside
doors because there's noise.
20-second timeout.
They're shot. We're good. I'm sorry. It's got to be 100 degrees in here.
It was so bad. I went back to my old. I usually doesn't happen until about like week 5 or 6 of Pick'em. I had to mute the Pick'em account because I was like, I know he's going to tweet the records, and I can't see how much money I lost. Like I know how much money I lost, but you know how it works, Dave. When you're gambling in the moment, you know how much money you lost. Once the new week starts, it's like fresh start. Let's just put that in the past, bury the football. So I had to mute the Pick'em account. So I don't actually know how bad I was. I know I was bad.
We were all really bad.
Yeah.
I hit my mortal lock.
Only one.
What are you
Only
doing,
one.
Hank?
Where's your mic?
Oh, Jack's gonna say the records. Yeah, Jack's gonna say the records.
Dave's in first, 11-16 at 40.7%.
Not proud of that.
Rico's in second, 6-10 at 37.5%, and Dan is 18-31-1 at 36.7%.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
And Louisville started it off Thursday night. It's the worst to get the
Well,
loss.
We should.
Yeah. We'll unpack that. You're right. I jumped
Dave,
it.
What is Dave doing? Dave looks like he's floating.
It's I'm in my it's 140. I like
Pop the top. Pop the top.
I gotta figure out the AC in here. It's so hot. I don't know how to describe. I'm gonna pull a sweat.
Go do the AC. I'll do another ad.
I don't know how to do the AC. I'm gonna come back mad.
All right, Roback, wonderful sponsor of Barstool Pick'em. We love Roback. I wear Roback all the time. I wear the joggers. I wear the shorts. I wear the polos. I wear the shirts. I am a Roback guy. Roback Activewear. It's safe to say we bet on these guys any day of the week because we absolutely love their gear. We only wear Roback for a reason. It's simply the most comfortable gear we own, from the performance polos to the hoodies and shorts. Best fit, best feel. Roback's performance polos don't miss. The designs are always on point, while the fabric is stretchy and incredibly comfortable. If you need a polo that will get you through a long game day, Roback is your answer. Roback's everyday shorts are simply the best. They're versatile, functional, and we just can't take them off. I wear them all weekend. It's hard to find a good short, especially on hot days, and Roback shorts are the answer. Little personal anecdote from the Roback shorts. They have the zipper pocket. Perfect for keeping something safe in there.
I think
breathable.
I fixed it.
Let's go. They're breathable, have a nice stretch, and are made to move. In all honesty, Roback has been gaining traction big time. Roback's even working with some of the college football's biggest stars in Cade Klubnik, Nick Singleton, and Audric, how do you say his name? Esteem, the running back from Notre Dame. He's a beast.
He is a beast.
Use
I
the
don't know how
code
to say his name,
PICK
though.
on roback.com for 20% off your first purchase through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. 20% off all polos, shorts, and hoodies with code PICK. The perfect gear for football season. Make sure to jump on Roback now. Roback.com. Use code PICK. Comes personally recommended. You'll see us in the college football show Tuscaloosa. We'll be wearing Roback because we love Roback. Roback.com. Use code PICK.
Perfect
for 20%
fall
off.
hoodie.
Perfect fall hoodie. Perfect fall hoodie.
Not too thick. Gives you a little warmth. Perfect.
All right. Dave figured out his AC. He looks more comfortable.
Can you hear me from here, or do I have to be closer to the mic?
No, you're good.
You're good.
Okay, because I was so close to the camera because my thing is too
You have a little desk, a tiny desk.
little desk. I was just crazy because again we had like not that there's anything wrong, but like a flamboyantly gay guy doing like the interior decorating, and he didn't get me at all. Like he just doesn't get.
It's a desk for looking, not function.
Here's what I said to Daniela because she's my girl. I said I need space. This is for real work, not fancy shit.
Yeah, you need the power station.
I need just space.
Yeah,
correct.
You need the whole
This is-
fucking thing.
I got nothing.
Yeah, brutal. All right, so yeah, it was a bloodbath. We all sucked really bad. Rico, I'm not going to point fingers, but Rico put me in a tailspin on Friday night when the guy's been gambling for 3 presidencies on this show. And Dave, I texted you because I was mad. The guy doesn't know what a backdoor cover is.
No. I just jumped the gun. I jumped the gun.
What do you say?
I have the video because I thought he might delete it.
I know.
No, I
it
wouldn't
is.
delete
He said
it.
Backdoor.
I'd say, yeah. I mean, it said,
No, you said it, I didn't even know. I know what it was without seeing it. There was a game where like a team was going into like tie. or
yes,
take
that's what it was.
tie.
I jumped the gun.
So that
It's
is
a
not
one-score game.
backdoor
That's
cover.
not a
That's
backdoor.
guy who doesn't know what a backdoor cover is.
It was an 8-point game.
Don't you dare backdoor me. Don't you dare backdoor me now. Don't do it.
Also, Rico was bent over like he was getting fucked in the ass.
All right. Exactly. I mean, showmanship.
That made
That's
me-
what it is.
yeah.
But yes, I jumped the gun. 100% jumped the gun. But then
What is a backdoor cover?
a backdoor cover is when there's a meaningless score in terms of being able to win the game.
Correct.
So much like when Louisville, as it turned out, while you were being Detective Dan, figuring this whole thing out and putting me on trial, the
Detective
was
Dan,
no,
I
you're
had
right.
the same
But
bet
then
as
the
you,
focus-
and you were like,
yes.
"Don't backdoor us."
Then-
Like, dude, it's an 8-point game.
Then they did backdoor us. So
Right.
we got fucked either way.
yeah, because you put it out there.
Yes.
The backdoor was not. There was no
got
backdoor
fucked. We
until
got
you
fucked.
said backdoor.
I thought Brom should have gone for it instead of kicking the field goal because you open up getting
Agreed.
the field goal blocked. Like you
Agreed.
need 2 yards, bro. Go get the 2 yards. That's why
Agreed.
you lift all those weights. Bill Parcells.
There was a lot of that. A lot of moments like the Penn State game. Shout out James Franklin, one of my only wins. That was incredible.
There's
didn't have that
no
game.
denying
The game-
he's a spread guy, right, Dave?
James Franklin.
Like he might be the biggest spread guy in the country after the way he did
Everyone should be a spread guy. I don't understand.
No,
if
I'm
you're,
not knocking
If you're a
alumni,
big,
yeah,
that. I'm not
You're
knocking him,
alumni
but
bet
he's
on
obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Right.
it's obvious with him.
if you're a big college football coach, like I would sit in my opening press conference, I'd be like, "Bet on us. I will care about the spread."
Gonna
That's
call
the
it.
fact. Like you,
The game that fucked me was South Carolina, North Carolina,
Oh, yeah.
because I had a $4,000 parlay to win 275 grand. And it was Colorado money line,
oh my god,
Rutgers money line, Florida State money line, and South Carolina.
so you couldn't even hedge out because it was leg two.
It was like
It was the leg 2, and I won 3 out of the 4.
That was because the did you see Shane Beamer, the South Carolina coach, after the game? He blamed the chain gang for eating hot dogs at halftime.
I didn't see that. They got dominated.
Yeah, they got absolutely.
He got
smoked.
dominated after the game too. How about Mac Brown just being like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
choked
done,
him.
son. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm talking to you,
Choked
son.
him.
Don't look away from me." And that was big time vibes.
Mac Brown's got a little bit of Joe Biden in him, where it's like he might fall asleep or like sniff your
Yeah.
hair at any moment.
Big
yeah.
time,
yeah, It's just like you get to that age and you just don't know what to expect.
But then
from
he's
them.
dancing with the kids.
Yeah.
He's a wild card.
Yeah,
Well, that's what Biden would do that too. Like that's people get mad when Biden's like not like does weird stuff. It's like, well, he's 100. He doesn't know where he is.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like every day he's
That's Mac Brown.
like, yeah. Every day he's like, my favorite thing to do is eat ice cream cones. It's like, what? We were talking about Hawaii. Like that's it's Mac Brown. Mac Brown is the same way. They're both
Crazy.
a million years old. Yeah, it was bad. We have I week one. I feel like I always suck week one, and it's just like
Hey, we fucked up. I can't remember. Oh yeah, no, we already talked about that. Never mind.
What?
My brain's gone.
What?
I've lost track. I forgot that was week 0.
yeah, week 0. Well, week 0 was bad for me as well, and week
Yes.
1 was even
I
worse.
feel like you can get a better grip on week 1.
yeah, but
Wasn't kind to us this week.
yeah,
Great call.
What's weird is
Great call in Colorado,
I've
though.
been good
Great
on my
call.
larger takes. Colorado,
FSU.
FSU, the quarterback. Like I feel like I see the overall call. Like Ohio State's kind of a joke. Like my overall take on college football, I think I'm pretty good. But betting the individual games, I was not good. But my larger things are pretty good.
yeah. Also,
So Jordan Travis is a motherfucker.
he's awesome.
beast.
I think he's still 10-1 to win the Heisman, which they're
No, it's a good bet.
they
He's a good
they don't
bet.
have a lot on their schedule besides Clemson, I think, and then UNC. Like the ACC, he should put up monster
Danny,
numbers.
you're really going at Danny Boy.
That's true. He's got a big game this weekend. He's ready for it. He's been
Well,
calling
Danny,
out.
I mean, Miami plays Florida State, no?
Yeah, no, I know, but he's focused on Texas A&M.
Yeah.
This is a huge game this weekend. He's gonna be ready. Texas A&M fans are already talking shit about no fans in the stadium, and Danny Boy Kane had to correct them and be like, "Oh, it will be packed. It'll be ready to go."
Remember
a
during
good game.
COVID when you were doing the Doug's thing, and he was like, "We just Michigan State,
Michigan
had
State.
circled.
It was
for like
Michigan State
9 months.
was the key to unlock a perfect Miami season. That's kind of what Texas A&M is.
Dave, he wouldn't stop saying it. He's
Yeah.
like, we get by
Michigan
Michigan
State.
State. The doors open up. Like
It
I'm telling
opens.
you, 12-0.
Everything. All right, so we're going to Tuscaloosa this weekend. Dave, you and I are sitting in a box. Has Austin told you at all about Travi, who's Travi for the boys?
Great kid.
Who's a very, very good hard worker at Barstool.
Yeah. He came in and talked to me.
He's nervous that we're gonna. I think he thinks
Make
we're
contact.
animals. Well, not only that, but he's nervous that we're gonna swear. He's like nervous about
Well,
like
that could happen.
yeah. He was like, it's an old
What do
school.
you mean nervous that we're going to swear? What if we bet the game and something bad happens?
We've been in suites before with people. We
Yeah,
aren't
he came
animals.
in. He's like, "Are you guys trying to watch a game or make content?" I'm like, "We're just watching the game."
right. I just want to go to the game. I want to go to an Alabama game.
Who are
I'm
we
very
sitting
excited.
with?
I think just some like old booster family who's very nice to let us sit with them. But I can assure you that no one reads the room better than us when it comes to like big game
Totally.
atmosphere.
But I mean, I can't control not swearing.
Yeah, no, of course. But I think there will be other people swearing too if Texas plays well.
Yeah, I thought we would get the field passes from Saban's daughter. She did reach out. She's like, "You're going to Alabama." I'm like, "Yup, I can't wait." And then I was waiting for the "you need anything?" and it just never came.
Yeah, we do have field passes though now.
Oh,
Travie for the boys hooked it up.
how'd he do that?
I have no idea. He's getting us
Okay.
all set up. So shout out him.
Nice.
He's done an incredible
Good.
job.
Better
Yeah.
than Saban's daughter, who was like a big Barstool fan, didn't offer shit.
Yeah. But we're set up. We're excited. Everyone should tune in. Come out to the tailgate if you are in Alabama. Other things before we start doing some picks.
Any guests on the show?
Oh
Yes.
Nothing yet.
Yeah. Who do we have?
Yeah. Roll Tide Willie.
Oh, nice, Dave. So you got that guest?
Yep.
Oh,
I'll send another text. I'm
that wasn't a
definitely
very
trying.
rider move of you, Hank. I
No,
forgot
it's-
about that.
He's back on his. It's all right. He's
I'll
got to keep
tell
me
you
in
this.
check. He's got to keep me in check.
I got Barstool Radio after this. I can go into it a little bit. I gave Rico an attaboy
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
because he wrote a very good the radio blog.
Did you
Like-
read that one?
Yes, it was good.
Thank you. What time's the? What time you guys
I
on?
had the
5?
list before any of this shit broke out with the Mean Girls. Like I had hubs. I'm like, send me the list of the people who blogged this weekend, meaning Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You don't have to, but in light of what we went through, I was curious to see what the bottom feeders, which one of them would be like, maybe I should just throw up one blog or pretend to be remotely. It was shockingly low. Shock. Rico had 6 or 7.
There you go, Rico.
College football Saturday. Yeah.
Way to
that's-
go.
You got to cover it. Yeah.
Who was on it?
What?
I missed the list.
Yeah, who
I
else
missed the
was
list-
on?
list
Who
segment.
was the bottom of the list?
Well, like Clemmer didn't blog, so that's when I took a shot at him. I don't know if you saw that
Yep.
because and I had a bunch of lists. There's a bunch of people who I would say are lucky to have jobs who didn't do dick. So to me, that's tone deaf.
Right.
Them, I don't know. Like Arya, I told Arya.
Arya's right
shut
here.
Yeah, I told him to shut the fuck up.
He
I
knows.
text him like,
Yeah.
buddy, chill the fuck out, you fucking crazy fuck. Like, what's your fucking problem, dude?
He can't
And
hear
I don't
you
want
right
like, and by the way, it's true. Everyone would be like wishing they were fired. It was a dumb joke, but the over the top reaction, like they were personally attacking the people who got laid off. It was dumb, but Arya like acting like fucking they made a gif and was hanging fucking Michelangelo from a tree, being like, aha, you got fired. Like, dude, chill the fuck out, you bald fuck.
Arya's sitting right here. He doesn't have headphones on. He's just shaking his head. He's in the room.
Let's use a sports analogy. If you're the last guy on the bench and you don't see the playing field at all, you shouldn't be the person like leading the outrage against other like scrubs. Like, let it come from the top. Dan, me, Kevin, fucking PFT. Like, they'll set the tone for the clubhouse, not Joe Scrub.
Right.
Like, what are you so mad about, Clemmer?
Yeah.
What was so offensive to you?
Right. Personally to you. Rico didn't chime in on the Mean Girls, so credit to Rico. That would have been a classic Rico going after someone back in the day. You get credit for it.
I think it's mind your business.
Well,
it's been pretty good.
Rico doesn't hate them, as
Yeah.
far as I know.
Just
Dave,
Nicky Smokes.
by the way,
Yeah.
yeah, Dave, we got a new rivalry.
That's fucking
It's awesome.
You're grasping so much.
Nikki Smokes and Rico met each other today, and
I
the
thought
junkyard.
that guy was out.
What?
Isn't Nikki's? Oh, Nikki. I'm getting all my Nickies
All my
confused.
Nickies
Nikki Smokes. Got it.
No,
Rico and Nikki Smokes do not like each other.
That's just not true. You walk in, he goes, I got a winner in the NFL.
No,
and
no,
he's
let's-
giving stats about Burrow missing the preseason, and Dan dunks on him. He's like, yo, the whole world knows about this. Like, what do you think? Like, we should just cover the NFL? Like, nobody covers the NFL. Yeah, you might be on to something. NFL's a big deal. So me, harmlessly, like, jumping on Dan's back, being like, Dan, you know what you should do? You guys should do something on Mondays with like Berman and TJ doing those like quips, like joking around. Like you cover the NFL, like you guys even do a Monday episode. Very harmless stuff that I've known now to let water roll off the back like a duck. And Dan's like, you hate that kid.
No.
I can't. I know.
Smokes
I know. I
is
got
so
a lot
dumb.
of bodies on the account.
No.
but if I
No.
bump into someone on the street, I can't have Dan running down. Go murder.
No.
Like, you can't- I gotta be able
You
to
didn't
bump into
tell-
people on the street now.
You didn't tell the full story because they first came in, coldest handshake I've ever seen.
I didn't recognize him. It's
Yeah,
dark. I
and-
thought it was
and
editor.
it's
I didn't
dark,
recognize
Nicky.
him.
It's dark.
It is dark.
It's dark.
Look, go look. I want an edit. I want a cutaway to how dark it is out there.
Nicky Smokes is so dumb, Dave. Rico was making
Hold
fun
on.
of him.
To back
and
up
I
my
had
point,
to-
Jack
I had
didn't even
to
know I
tell-
was here where I was sitting.
I had to tell Nicky Smokes, I was like, hey, just so you know, Rico's making fun of you right now. He's like, he is? Like, yeah, he is.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no opinion of Nicky Smokes. I've seen so little of him in
No,
my
he's
travels
not-
since he's worked here.
No, we
So
want
I
the
have no opinion.
we want the contractor. That's who we want.
Yeah,
The what?
We
Your
want the
contractor.
contractor.
yeah.
We don't want Nicky Smokes. We want a big target. If we're gonna stop
Your
unlisted,
contractor, Dave.
we want your contractor.
yeah.
I didn't know what you meant there. No,
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
yet. All right.
no, because it's like I'm trying to keep it professional.
All right. Fair enough.
Nicky Smokes, I'm waiting to judge Nicky Smokes until we see some pranks. Once we get the pranks,
Did I hear a rumor? I think Austin told me this that Nicky Smokes, when he was doing his baseball or something, he didn't know that he wasn't taking the juice into account. That can't be true, right?
it might be. I mean, he went 70% in the NFL, so that would make sense, right?
That can't be true.
Just go back and listen.
What? Oh yeah.
In the blog, he's like, you can track my picks. Just go back and listen to all my podcasts, and they're right there. It's genius.
We'll have to check out the juice. Yeah, that's. I mean, we got a juice guy over here that doesn't track the juice.
I track the juice.
Yeah.
Every week. I track it.
Last thing I had was big news for this show. Dave and I were on a text this morning, and we might have brought on a new advertiser that is we could probably say is because of Rico. So that's huge.
Yeah, I mean, I won't mention it until it's in the barn. But
Yeah.
if we do, he gets a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Who is it?
It's Abu.
Well, I just said we weren't going to mention it until we're in the barn.
Well, we've bleeped a lot of things on this show.
It's Abu Hafs.
Only because of you, you threatened to kill yourself.
True. Abu Hafs al Hashimi al Karashi.
You're a real fucking dick.
He's the head of ISIS.
You're a real
so he
fucking
wants
asshole.
to. He said
So
he wants to
I
do the
didn't get
lock of the
ad?
week.
You did this whole thing. There's not even a fucking ad.
He wants to do the.
There's
lock
no
of the
extra
week.
ads. There's no extra ads.
We're like, hey, listen, Barstool needs money right now. Yeah, if ISIS wants to sponsor a pick, Rico's a perfect guy to do that ad read.
There's no extra ads. You just troll Dan.
Imagine if we could get ISIS on board, but Rico had to wear ISIS like gear.
Oh, I mean, what are you talking about? You just have to go to his closet. He's already got it.
True.
There might be an ad. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Maybe I'll
cool.
tell you after.
All right. Appreciate it. Sorry about Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said.
You know
that
who's
was, that-
Yeah. No, go ahead. It's your guy.
Wait, no, go ahead. Tell your story, Rico.
No, let him. I cut him
your,
off. I got
tell your
excited.
Jimmy Buffett story.
Porter Moser is a big parrot head.
Oh.
Head coach of Oklahoma.
Oh.
And then I texted him. So if at the Pumps party, we'll have to link you guys up.
There's a lot of big parrot heads. There's tons
Yeah.
of them. Van Pelt actually texted me. He said he was a giant. This thing's too. So the thing's shaking because it's so tight. My feet hit all the cords and wires. Yeah, there are a lot of parrots. It's super sad. I've liked the guy for like 30 years.
Was
so.
he sick, Dave? Because I thought you saw him in concert recently.
4 years cancer. No one knew he was battling skin cancer. I did. I saw him like
really?
less than a year ago. What's really unfortunate? He played at the Talk House in Amagansett, a bar, 10 minutes from my house. That was his last official, I guess, performance. I didn't know he was going. It was unannounced, so I wasn't there for that. But I at least I started re-seeing him making a point because I knew he was canceling shows. He was getting up there. So I'm like, I got to get as much as I can. So I started really re-going again a lot.
And then the lunch story was really nice too. That's like a one of a kind. I can't imagine doing that with your favorite artist.
What?
When he
Yeah.
went to lunch with him. He had
Oh,
lunch
yeah,
at his
yeah.
house.
Yeah.
I
I had 2-hour lunch. I had one story I did forget to tell on the
I would
blog. I
kill
don't know
for
how I forgot to tell it. After that lunch, so originally he invited me to go to St. Bart's. He's like, I'll send a plane and we can make a video. Like we'll fish, we'll do all this shit for like 2 days, make it into a video. I was like, absolutely. I think that's when he started getting sick. He got very particular during like COVID because he had cancer, just like careful. He's like, we're going to postpone it. But he called me one day. I didn't know it was him. And I picked up my cell phone. The first time he ever called me, and he just said, Jimmy, over and out. Jimmy, over and out. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I hung up on him because it's like, who the fuck was that? Jimmy, over and out. And then he texted me like, it's Jimmy Buffett. So I forgot that story. He was a great guy. I mean, obviously, he was like my guy. So it sucked. It sucked.
I thought of you right away when I saw the news because I know how
Silvana did the old, you know how I've told this, but you know how like everyone wants to break news?
Yeah.
Like it was 5 a.m. and she was like staring at me to like will me to wake up. So like I opened my eyes, she's just staring at me. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I have really bad news. Do you want to like hear it right now? It's 5 a.m. I'm like, what? She's like, you're not going to want to hear it, but do you want to? I'm like, yeah, all right. She just was living to be like Jimmy Buffett died. Not excited, but to be the breaker of such huge news.
Yes.
So it was tough. I cried. I haven't cried in forever. I cried.
Yeah. Very sad. Legendary guy. All right. Let's
Not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is obscene.
That is obscene.
That's wild.
That's fucking the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is overrated.
Yeah, they're like super bougie because he didn't have, but it's like, I mean, you can just tell by the reaction the guy should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Where is Buffett from originally?
Louisiana, Mississippi. Yeah, he went to like every SEC college.
Yeah,
like,
and he spent a lot of time in New Orleans.
Yeah.
A lot of time. Obviously, a Key West legend.
Yeah. All right. Should we do some picks? Should we do the games?
Yeah.
Great slate. Great slate this week. We'll start Nebraska at Colorado. Colorado -3, over-unders 59.5. Is this game like 9 a.m. Colorado time, I believe? Or like 10 a.m.?
They're like 2 hours behind? What
No,
time's
it's
the game?
10 a.m. 10 a.m. Colorado time. I think it's
Is
the
it?
first game. Yeah, I think so.
It's 11 a.m. here.
Colorado is ranked.
Nicky Smokes also told Jack that this Colorado game is getting more action than the NFL combined.
That's
But I've seen other people say similar stuff.
Really?
there's no way.
Yeah.
The entire NFL. Maybe,
No, that makes no sense, but
Yeah.
I've seen crazy stats about it.
Either way, incredible game. Obviously, Dion, like the whole thing, keeping receipts, his pregame speech, the fans yelling at him.
His boys can play.
That clip of the fans yelling at Travis Hunter, being like, throw it to Hunter, and then he picks it off. I mean, it really is like an insane story to go from 1-11 to winning that game on the road.
I'm a little sad that our college football show is not in studio this week because we don't talk as much like in depth because when you have the live crowd, they're not always like there. And because Brandon Walker, his Colorado take, Shedeur Sanders is a potential number one pick in the entire draft.
He's
awesome. That fucking good.
Yeah.
And it's not that like, all right, Jordan Travis, awesome, unbelievable. The way Sanders plays quarterback is like textbook NFL.
Do you know what it is? It's the calmness. He's just standing there calm. Like every throw,
subtly moving around in the pocket.
Yep. Every throw, he doesn't get it. Doesn't feel like his mind. It feels like it's going at a perfect pace where he's seeing everything
100%
and throwing.
Throws it away
balls
when it's like the right time.
Yep.
Keeps the ball out. And now we'll see more. But I mean, yeah, TCU, I wasn't sold on them to begin with, but some of the throws he was making, I don't care if you're going scout defense. He was dropping it in the bucket. Like the pass that Hunter dropped in the end zone, like that throw was fucking unbelievable, like a 60-yard, 50-yard dime. So they got Hunter. They got the skill running back. They got him. They're going to put up points the whole year. They're going to be what I think I said. They got interesting schedule. But they're always going to score. If in college you have a quarterback that good, you got Hunter that good, you got a running back that good, they're going to score. I think they beat Nebraska. Nebraska stinks. Poor Will. I watched his post-game press. I mean, he just they're.
It was Scott Frost. It was Scott Frost all over again. It was like the game that they dominated, 4 turnovers, should have won, and they found a way to lose. So you're taking. I believe in Dion, but this game makes me nervous just because.
Yeah. Oh no, it
Yeah,
stinks to high heavens.
It's terrifying. It's also just like the fact that you have that much success week one. It's hard to get everyone refocused.
But Dan,
He's got Brady
with all
texting
the
him. though.
hype,
Home
Yeah.
game now, though.
Yeah.
with all the hype around Colorado, that team virtually played perfect. And I don't mean like it can't be. They weren't getting penalties. They were like calm, cool. They were so well coached. It felt like what Dion was saying. It's like, I am going to, with the recruiting portal, like treat this like a professionally run organization. That's what I felt like I was watching. And I think they'll be that way again. He hurt my feelings because he didn't reply to my congratulatory texts, but whatever.
Yeah.
I think they win the game.
He didn't reply.
No, I actually going to text him right now.
He
What the fuck?
FaceTimed me.
Come on.
Yeah. No, he did. Because we asked for Travis Hunter to come on PMT, and he FaceTimed me being like, "Are you asking?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, then that's good." He did. He FaceTimed.
Who else would be asking?
I don't know. He thought maybe he thought it was a different Barstool podcast. I don't know. But he was like, if it's you personally asking.
Is he a read receipts guy, Dave?
It says deliver. The thing that was surprising me.
No, Dave. Do you have his new phone number? Yeah.
Well, we talked because he texted me when people are up our ass about not going to Colorado.
Right.
So I said, Colorado told us not to come. He reached right out. He's like, what's this all about? No one told me. He's like, of course you can come. I told him, well, I didn't want to bother you. I felt like this is the Super Bowl and I don't want to be asking for tickets when you got all this shit. Like, it's not that big of a deal. He's like, you can ask me whenever you want. This camp is big. I appreciate that. Like, love you, man. Whatever you need, I'm there. So we talked right before.
Yeah. And that is why people were asking Dave and I to reach out to Dion to be like, ask if we can go. And I didn't want to do that text. Like, he's got the biggest game.
I said I would if they specifically like had a place, this, that, and they never got there. And they said the school said, you don't come this week because Fox is coming, come the following week. And it's like, all right, well,
it's Colorado State.
we're not going to do that. That's week 3. So, but he reached out. It's like, of course, I would do whatever you guys asked. He must have his new phone number. I said, let's go. So proud of you. Love it. Love sticking it to the doubters and haters. No reply. Not insulted, but insulted.
That's tough, Dave. Because I texted him right after the game and he texted me right back.
Yeah, this is terrible. What
I said, you better have an ice. This was at Saturday night. I said, you better have an ice bath for Travis Hunter. What a win. Always believed. He said, yes, sir. And he said, don't tell Dave. I'm not going to text him back. All right. So Dave's got Colorado -3.
Yeah, I worry a little bit about the public being all over Colorado, but I look at this as in the sense of like, when you turn this game on, what do you want to do? Do you want to root for Dion, who's electric? Do you want to root for Travis Hunter, his son? Or do you want to watch Nebraska fucking butt fuck their way up and down the field? So if I lose, I lose. I'll go with Colorado and be a public Joe on this one.
Okay. I'm going to do.
It's just simple. Like the right play is probably Nebraska, but I'm not doing it.
No, I agree. It's just it's not even against Dion or Colorado. It's against how college kids operate.
Yes.
Letdown spots. Are real.
Parties.
Right. I'm going to.
I just think you guys are missing it. I think you're missing it. I think you're missing how good he is, Sanders. But I know what you're saying. College kids operate. If you watch the Nebraska game, they just make a shit ton of mistakes, and they've made a shit ton of mistakes for the last 5 years. Those mistakes are gonna happen, and I'm telling you, Sanders does not make those mistakes.
Take Dion out of this though. Every other team put 2 teams on the field. You would be
in
lecturing.
This situation, yes.
In this situation, everybody would be lecturing us.
Yes.
It's
absolutely.
But I'm just not to Dave's point. I don't want to watch Nebraska butt fuck their way up the field.
Let me put it a different way. Take Dion's kid out of it, but you have a potential like top 2 or 3 NFL quarterback on one of the teams. You have shit on the other. All that kid has to do is basically win the game.
Show up. Yep.
I'm taking Colorado -3. I'm also taking Colorado over 31.5 points. Because I do think I think their defense is going to have trouble. We saw that against TCU, but their offense is humming. Sean Lewis, the OC, Badger.
The Pac-12 is to me one of the most entertaining conferences out there.
First time since 1980 a conference started 13-0. It's pretty insane, and they're not going to be a conference anymore.
The quarterbacks are all really good. They got
know.
a lot of really good teams. Like,
Yeah,
if you were just going to watch one conference for entertainment value, I think it's the Pac-12.
yeah.
Not the Big Ten.
No, because then think about it, like then.
It's a joke.
Oh,
You don't like punts?
he's on edge. He's on edge. I want to make sure
You
I'm
don't
not
like
at the.
punts?
Nebraska, Minnesota was like,
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. You got to watch Rutgers, Northwestern, Illinois,
You're right.
Iowa, in the rain.
I thought you get the joke.
No,
You
I
did.
didn't. I honestly, you have ties to the Big Ten, so you're obviously going to back your guys. I thought you were challenging back, but it's good to joke.
Iowa had the classic. They came out, scored 2 touchdowns. It's like, this offense is different. Then they went right back to Iowa. Immediately back to Iowa. Okay, next game. Ole Miss at Tulane. Tulane plus 7.5. Over-under is 65.5. I'll start with you, Rico.
I'll just take the over in this one. I liked what I saw.
Now, what are you wearing?
South Alabama.
They're the who got whooped by Tulane, right?
Yeah, they didn't do as well as they should have. Some opportunities
They got
left on the
whooped.
board, but basketball program.
got whooped.
Yeah, but basketball program's good. Good program.
They just they send you stuff?
You know what it is.
Friends
It's-
with the coaches.
No, it's his guy who was Nate Oates' right-hand man.
No,
is now
different school.
Oh, what school is that?
Those guys are at Arkansas State,
Oh, Arkansas
Kennesaw
State.
State, and Georgia Southern.
You got guys everywhere.
I bet on South Alabama against Tulane, and they lost and they got whooped. So I don't know what you're getting defended. They got whooped. I don't.
They
They
lost.
got whooped.
They didn't do well. But I liked what I saw out of Tulane. Obviously, Ole Miss is going to go up and down. I'm going to take the over on this one. But it is getting frustrating. Like Chip Kelly was saying it too. It's frustrating now that
how are you saying that word?
What did I say? Frustrating.
There you go.
What did I say?
Frustrating.
Yeah. Frustrating. That's good. Yeah.
You
Enunciate.
were
You're right.
frustrating
You're a
me with the
professional.
way you were saying that
You're right.
word.
We're number one.
No, listen, I'm not a wordsmith.
I'm
a pretty dumb guy.
Enunciate. You used to get like 6 possessions in the first half. So if you lay in the 21, you could be like, all right, I'm in a good spot here. Now it's Chip Kelly was like, we got 4 possessions.
No, the
way this
commercials
running
suck.
fucking clock, it
Yeah.
stinks.
There was an hour of commercials in the Florida State
Sucks.
LSU game. It was insane.
But over. I'll take the over.
All right, I'll take over in Tulane plus 7.5. I'm taking Tulane just because this has got to be their biggest game on campus in forever. The fact that they have Ole Miss coming to them. And I like Willie Fritz. I think he's a very good coach. Obviously, last year they were very, very good. I think they're going to, especially if they're wearing those blue uniforms.
Mincy's got to be there.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh,
what I was going to
Mincy- oh,
ask.
Mincy.
Which side is he on? Because he has friends at Tulane. He's obviously an Ole Miss guy. Like, this is the Mincy Bowl.
When Mincy and I were talking about him moving to Chicago, he specifically said, I have to go to Ole Miss Tulane. I was like, oh, well, yeah, duh. And then I think he also mentioned another, like, 3
Saints,
games.
Packers.
Yeah, 3 games in the next, yeah.
And then widespread panic goes
Yeah.
through the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mincy's. Did you see Mincy scheduled his blog about coming back to Barstool and like the
Yeah.
crazy 3-month journey on Thursday when we laid off 100 people?
4-part
Yep,
series.
I did.
4-part series.
I did see that.
It's
Very
so,
Mincy.
So Mincy.
This game, I'm going to take. I'm sorry to do it to you guys, but I'm going the under. I kind of been doing this long enough to know when Rico says he liked what he saw out of Tulane, and when we said South Alabama got whooped, it had those vibes as he didn't watch any of that game and just kind of scoreboard watched it. And since Tulane did good this week, he's going, oh, they'll score. It has all the makings of the perfect fade of a Rico pick. So I'll go under.
Fair enough.
Okay, next up, Rico, why don't you do an ad real quick?
Yeah. Barstool Pick'em is sponsored by BetterHelp. Do you ever find that just as you're trying to fall asleep, your brain suddenly won't stop talking? Do your thoughts start racing before bed and at other inopportune moments? It turns out one great way to make those racing thoughts go away is to talk through them. Therapy gives you a place to do that so you can get out your negative thought cycles and find some mental and emotional peace. If you benefited from therapy, if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. As everybody knows, I'm obviously patient zero with therapy. BetterHelp has been a help. I got the slow talking guy. I'm going to move off of him. We'll get a new guy. It's all great. Get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Pick'em, Pickem, today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Pick'em.
Okay, next up, Iowa State.
Before we do that, guys, I can't do it because I'm in Florida, but this Sabalenka in the women's tennis.
I bet her.
Yeah, I would go even straight sets. I don't know what
I
That's what I was
better.
gonna suggest doing.
I did.
Because she's minus 400, right?
Yeah, I parlayed her with the Cubs over because the wind's blowing out.
Okay.
So
Yeah. It's straight
Waterfall?
sets. I don't know what those odds are. She's a monster.
yeah, we might waterfall today. We might. I have a new betting strategy that Hank pointed out is probably gonna bite me in the ass, but I'm waterfalling bets that I like. So last night I bet Cubs $3,000 Cubs over 4.5, $3,000 Cubs over 5.5, $3,000 Cubs over 6.5.
Oh, I've gone through those
yeah,
phases.
yeah. And Hank
What
was
is
like,
the whatever the straight sets of this woman is? She's, which means she has to win 2-0. I don't know how that affects it, but she's so good.
Yeah, I'm
3-0?
Yeah,
Jackie said
Hank,
minus
2-0.
150.
150. All right, Hank.
Yeah, so there you go.
I
That's
thought
a
it's
good
best.
bet.
It's
When I
only best
told-
of 3. It's not best of 5.
No, for women's it's best of 3.
It's 3. Which it makes no sense. I don't know why it's not 5. In this equal age, women can't play long. That makes no sense.
Bullshit.
Hank, when I told Hank what I bet, he just was like, "Well, what if the Cubs score 4?" And you would have thought like I had never considered such a thing ever in my life, and I was like, "Well, yeah, that would have
That'd be
been a
bad.
bad situation." Okay, I'm gonna bet it right now. Sabalenka straight sets. This will be fun for people to listen to if she doesn't win. Okay,
She will. I've never been more confident about anything in my life.
Did you get an appreciation? Because I'm not a big tennis guy at all. Did you get an appreciation for just how fucking hard and fast it was coming?
Yes.
Was that a
Fuck
joke?
you. No, I'm dead. Like you, the hockey does not.
right. But the way
hockey
you
does
said
not.
it, the way you phrased it sounded like a joke.
No, it's not a joke.
How
Hockey
hard
does
and
not.
fast it was coming.
The ball. Hockey doesn't translate to television. When you go there, they're fucking speed demons. It doesn't translate to television. I don't like tennis.
Demons.
Hockey, they're fast.
The skating?
How guys move, yeah. It doesn't translate to television. The hits,
I agree. Watching it doesn't translate, but I never thought like because they look like speed demons in person. That's
they skate fast. Like if
yeah,
coming
you can-
from a guy.
They skate fast on TV. You just can't really follow the puck that great.
In person, I think they skate a little bit faster. Like you
I
you
don't
see
think
it.
so.
Okay. To each his own.
Healthy debate.
The healthy debate.
Debuting
Launches tomorrow.
Today? No, today.
It's just a weird thing to say. You go to a hockey game and there's speed demons. Like what?
Fast.
What's the first topic?
Healthy debate. 4:00 today.
That's all. We're just running the gauntlet. Callers, a lot of things. We got a lot of things.
Backdoor covers.
Good.
Yeah, backdoor covers. We'll get on.
Speed demons.
Speed demons.
Where can you find it?
It's got a YouTube channel. It's gonna be on the. I think it'll be on the Bird.
Oh, okay. Wait. So
Not the bird anymore, but
Yeah, the X.
the X. Wait. So is it its own YouTube channel
Yes.
called Healthy Debate?
Yes.
I love it. Way to go,
I like
Bosco.
it too. It's
Yeah.
a good title.
It's a great title. Okay. Iowa State.
The background is a janitor closet.
I like
It's me at the podium, but it's a janitor closet. And then as we do a little bit more successful, maybe we get to like
I
a
like
regular background
I'd like to see you do some bits.
on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring back the bits. Someone tweeted us the like 5 years ago when you had Jackie Aprile Jr. Heisman watch at Rutgers.
Quakes-
Dave was
Quakes
so
coming
mad.
up.
He
He was
was
so
so mad. All right. Iowa State. Iowa is.
Oh, that's
-4.
awesome. I just noticed that. You got the kingpin ball.
Oh yeah, right here, the rose.
Yeah.
It's sick. This office, we can't wait to get out of it. You can, if you're doing anything in this studio, between 12 and 2, you can hear the dudes just taking a lunch break. They like blast an air horn and stuff.
I think
And
they
then-
play like floor hockey.
Yeah, they play floor hockey, and then anytime someone uses the bathroom, you can hear the water flushing right next to us. So it's smart business.
My
people.
brand new house, which costs I don't know how many millions, but a lot. It what I'm learning is when the AC's on, it feels like a train is running underneath the house.
This is what's that movie? What's that old movie with was it Tom Hanks, Money Pit or something like that?
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I heard about that.
Yeah.
The-
You heard about that?
Yeah, I never watched it, but I did see a clip. The bathtub falls down from the thing. They just buy a house.
This is growth.
yeah, I know it.
This is growth because old
Not
boss,
not lying.
Yeah, old Bosco would be like, "Oh yeah, I love that movie." Like, well, I saw a clip.
I've always said it like it is. I saw the clip.
Yeah. All right, Iowa State. Iowa -4, over-unders 36.5. This game is going to stink, but we have to put it on here because it is the Cy-Hawk.
I disagree.
You think this game would be fun?
In terms of a batting order, I think Wazoo, Wisconsin's higher than this. I think Oklahoma SMU is going to be more
So
entertaining.
yeah, but so what do you disagree with?
So you agree?
What do you mean?
You weren't listening.
Yeah, but you say you have to put it on.
Yeah, the
In
sign
bad-
off.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Oh,
All
you were
right,
late
rivalries.
then to the reaction. His brain was a little bit behind.
Yeah, I said this game is going to suck.
Yeah, but it still gets a starting 5 spot in terms of big games.
But he said what Dan said is we had to put it on. That's when you should have interjected. I disagree. You waited. He continued and said this game's going to suck, and then you said I disagree.
I thought he said we got to put it on, and I said I disagree.
I said the whole sentence.
All right. Well, that's me not jumping on your words. He gets mad about that. So
Trump's going to this game.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, because of Iowa.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. People were making the joke that he's going to this game to get ready for prison because it will be the same thing. Watching this game.
At least they'll know it's football.
Yeah.
Joey Bicycles goes to a football game, thinks it's fucking water polo.
Got him. Joey Bicycles. Bang. Rico.
The only thing more incoherent than Joey Bicycles at a fucking football game is some of the hooahs fucking Jackie brings home at
Are you
3
doing a
a.m.
monologue right now?
Just saying.
Who's Joey Bicycles?
Joe Biden. He's doing a monologue.
Remember the bicycle?
Yes.
All right. We could call him, Joey Inflation. Call him a few things. I'll take.
How does inflation work, Rico?
It's programmed in.
No.
But if you're really bad, if the economy's really bad, then it goes it gets worse.
Got it.
I think.
That was good. That was macroeconomics for the people.
Like every year it's at 3%, but if we're underperforming, it hits 6%.
Got it.
And of course the goods go up. Like
Right.
now you can't.
Carton
You
of
go.
eggs.
You go. Yeah. You go to the grocery store, you're getting boned.
Yeah.
So I'll take the under because I think this game's gonna be gross.
Okay. All right, Dave.
I'll take Iowa.
Yeah.
I don't love the game. I'm not going to bet this game in real life, but I'll take Iowa.
Yeah, I'm going to take Iowa as well. I hate this game, but I do think Iowa's defense is better. And I don't know. I mean, Iowa's on.
In what terms is it's a 4-point spread, right?
Right.
So in normal football terms, what's that, like 14 and a half?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Like in Iowa terms, for them to have to win by that many, it's like tough.
The over-under is 36.5. The only thing
Yeah.
that I keep going to, and it's probably going to cost me money all year because it cost me money week 1. Brian Ferentz, the OC for Iowa, Kirk Ferentz's son, has in his contract that he has to score 25 points a game and win 7 games to keep his job. So there is actually a contract.
That was public.
Yeah. So there's a contract that he
So
has to try to score.
that's like an anti-nepotism
Right.
contract.
Yeah, he's on a PIP.
I don't know if he can score 25.
I don't know
a
if he
game.
can either, but I know that if it comes down to it,
How many did
he's
they
gonna
just
try to
who'd they just
score.
have? Utah State? What they put up in that game?
24.
Jesus,
He's already behind the 8 ball.
Christ.
Yeah, he's no different than last year, Dave putting Rico on the blog watch.
I will lean Iowa to an extent because if we saw what we learned a little bit last week, the Big 12 might not be that good. Nobody had a worse conference week than the Big 12.
Yeah, they were tough.
TCU losing, Baylor losing, and there was a third one. Texas Tech losing to Wyoming.
Yep.
So tough for the Big 12. I guess you go with Big 10.
Yeah.
It pains you to, like Dave said, laying 4 is like laying 14.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Texas A&M, Miami. Big one for Danny Boy Kane.
Hey boy.
Shout out Danny Boy. Miami +4. Over-unders 51.5. Dave, you're going to you?
Yeah, I think they win the game.
I do too.
And I may be drinking the Danny Boy / Mario Cristobal. I've said a bunch now, but I had dinner with him. He's like, our team sucked last year. We got dudes in there this year. It's like his night and day, the practice. He also could have just been trying to get me to cut a check to the program. I'm not quite sure. But I think Miami wins this game. I thought they were going to struggle with Miami of Ohio. They didn't. Yeah, I like the Canes to win.
Yeah, I'm taking the Canes and the over in this game.
Over.
You're taking the over?
I like the over as well, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of playmakers. I think they're going to have to open it up. I liked what I saw at Texas A&M's quarterback. Miami's got athletes. I don't think you're able to run through the boxes and fucking slow
Just
it down.
curious, like who?
The kid was it Haynes King? I took that over. What is They played who'd they fucking play?
No, they played fuck. Who
You're talking Miami, Ohio, Miami?
No, Texas A&M.
Who are the playmakers on Miami? I thought you said.
It's Miami. I didn't watch any of them against Miami of Ohio, but it's Miami. They got to have playmakers.
Well, I mean, Miami's been fucking horrible for the last like 6 years.
And this is the quarterback that fucked you, Dave.
Yeah, I know. Van Dyke.
Yeah, but he also.
So you think Miami's had
Mexico.
playmakers the last 6-7 years?
They still have athletes. They got guys who could fucking play. Yeah. They're not, it's not like they ever not Iowa.
The one thing that makes me nervous.
I mean, they were pretty horrible.
They were pretty bad. The one thing that makes me nervous is Van Dyke after one game, and maybe it was in the works all summer. He trademarked the Van Dime.
That's better.
I don't like that.
That doesn't make me nervous.
It makes me nervous.
I think they're better this year. I don't want to be convinced off of it by that slogan or Rico just doing one of those things where he just throws out euphemisms. But I'm going to stick with Miami.
Yeah, no, it's just the slogan. I saw the slogan. I was like, I don't like this. I'm going to bet Miami, but I don't like this.
Well, first of all, you got to let other people come up with that before you do it yourself.
And you got to be a Heisman guy to be Van Dime.
And he's not.
No. Okay.
Wegman is the kid for Texas A&M. Haynes King was the old kid. Wegman.
Haynes King is somewhere else now.
Yeah, he's definitely somewhere else.
He's got the weird
Wegman.
fucking
Georgia Tech. I think.
Georgia Tech.
But that over was easy, so Texas A&M got it going, obviously.
All right, last game, best game. We're going to be there. So fucking excited. Never been to Tuscaloosa. Can't wait. Texas at Alabama. Alabama's -7. Over-under's 58.5. I don't have the stat on me. Maybe Ebo Hat can find it for us. But it's Saban versus former assistant, Sark, who Sark is, glowingly like Saban saved my career, which he did. But I think Saban just always kills these guys. Dave.
Can I defer to Rico? I'd like to hear what Rico has to say.
Yes, Rico.
It's tough because it feels like the public opinion all offseason was weirdly that Bama was kind of disrespected, and then everybody towards the closer and closer it got to the season started to make Alabama a national champion. Texas is back. Ewers, Sark. Texas is also picked to sweep the Big 12. In big games like this, you don't. It's weird because you don't get rich betting against Alabama, but they don't always cover. But something about having Alabama instead of going against Alabama always feels a little bit more comfortable. I'll go with Alabama, but I absolutely fucking hate the game.
I was trying to pay attention to what you're saying. You're just saying nothing.
Because I don't love it. I really don't. It's a great game to watch. I'm not trying to I'm going in the weeds to try and find my winners.
Saying contradicting. You'd say
that's
one
where
sentence,
it's at.
say the direct opposite the next. I got no read on
before the season. Didn't it feel like everybody was
before the season? Just so it's 1 week in. What changed?
In June and July, it was like, oh, I don't really know about Alabama. Who's going to be their quarterback? Is what's going on at Alabama?
Now people know.
The week right before, ESPN and all the panelists and everybody was doing their picks, college football playoff, and then all of a sudden Alabama jumped in, and people were like, oh, you know what? Maybe we're sleeping on him. That all happened, 2 weeks right before. And Texas, I saw that graphic, sweep the Big 12. Texas is always back. These two narratives kind of scare me. So I'm going to definitely watch the game. I have no real opinion. I don't love either side. But something about just taking Alabama, I'll take Alabama.
Okay.
Eloquently put. Yeah.
What do you want me to say? I don't love the fucking game.
You said enough.
28-2 versus former assistants, and Saban also has not lost a home non-conference game since Louisiana Monroe in his first year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I wanted Rico to go first because the part I was curious whether he's going to mention, which I would take in Alabama, is obviously Texas played Alabama really close last year and could have won the game, which makes me think this will be close again.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's just faulty thinking doing that. But I'm going to go with Texas. I think it's a close. I think it's a close game.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers got hurt last year. I think they win that game. I don't know. He got a little banged up, I think, in week 1 against Rice. Maybe not. Maybe he took a couple hits. He might be okay, though. I'm going to go Texas as well. I'm going to take the 7. I think Alabama's going to win the game, but I do think it's going to be a one possession game all game.
This, Dan, never mind just going to Alabama, which we are, which is exciting. This is, I mean, if you are into like color games, like the Bama versus Texas uniforms, unreal.
Classic uniform matchup. I'm so fucking pumped because we hardly
ever
always
go to the games.
Yeah, we're going to this game. I'm
Very
jacked up
excited.
At night.
Okay. Why don't you do the last ad, Rico, and then we'll do our cards and we'll send everyone on their way.
All right. Cars.com is a leading digital marketplace that connects car shoppers with their perfect car. Celebrating 25 years of helping shoppers research, find inventory, finance, and sell cars. Wherever life takes you and whoever you're looking to be, there's a car for that on Cars.com. Up to 50,000 cars are added daily to Cars.com. Shop over 2 million cars for 2 million possibilities. I've talked about it. I had to get my lease over the summer. Had a lot of problems. Oh, you go here, you think you know somebody, they lie to you. Cars.com, updated inventory, tell you the truth. Definitely respect Cars.com. Find your next possibility on Cars.com. Where to next?
Okay. Rico, you want to start?
Yeah. I am on Utah minus the 7.5. If Rising plays, it's even better, but I liked what I saw out of the kid Barnes. They got a stout defense, a solid run game. Sawyer Robinson has 23 career total passes in his career. The kid from from Mississippi State is now going for Baylor. I think Whittingham will befuddle him with a game plan, different blitzes, coverages. I like Utah, even on the road here. I think Utah goes and gets it done.
That's a stinky one.
It's definitely stinky. There's a lot of stinky ones.
trap.
I'll get you even the next one.
That feels like a trap.
I really almost want to cross this
Because
off.
Baylor just lost to Texas State
Yes.
and Utah won
Well,
on
it's a
prime
classic
time?
Rico
No,
game.
it's not.
Well, it is.
It feels like
You saw one team to play really well, one did really bad. So you think week one happens week two. That's no offense, but it is. That's what you do. Your brain doesn't have the capacity to like think beyond what's right in front of you.
As we've seen, if my brain starts going in 9 or 10 different directions, gets a little fucking nutty up there.
Yeah, it
Start beating
does.
each other up. So maybe it is better to just have a one-track mind.
Well, not gambling. I mean,
Fair enough.
How you feeling? Jack was laughing at that.
Yeah, he brought in donuts. He's not getting a beating this week.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Way
nice.
to save
That
it
was
for next
nice.
week.
That was nice.
The Ryders weren't happy with Ebo, though.
Why?
Oh,
He just took a shot at the power, broke a phone. We made a note. We still love Ebo, but we made a note.
Oh, okay. So just no.
It was noted in the minutes at the last meeting.
Got it.
Are we? I thought I was a Ryder.
You are.
We've
It was just noted, like when I had.
he took a shot personally or
what-
on an account?
No, in the pick'em.
I'm not a power broker. That's all I
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
What beer hall in Munich did you do your meeting at?
It's all Zoom.
Oh,
But yeah, the guy, one of my second tier, top tier guys, but he does the minutes. He noted Ebo took a shot. So
can I see the minutes?
I'll get you a rundown. We're just waiting. It's basically just guys like, all right, like you, Sully, tell them about this, and they all get fired up, waiting for the fucking attack mode,
Right.
and we just don't have
We
it.
need this.
Nicky
contract.
Smokes.
We got a lot of guys doing burpees.
Got it.
A lot of guys staying in shape. I'm going to take Oregon,
Shouldn't they
Texas.
just be doing like finger exercises?
No, they want to get physical.
They want to get physical.
Oregon, Texas Tech under 66.5. Phil Steele has Oregon's D-line in the top 35 in terms of their core. Linebackers 29th in the country, and the DBs are 19th. I think Texas Tech is going to have a lot of trouble throwing the ball here. I think Oregon, even though they scored 81 last week against some slapdicks, I think the D steps it up to limit Texas Tech. I have Oregon minus 6.5 written down. I've seen that the public is on 95%. 95% of the public is on Oregon. I'm a little worried about that, but give that out for now. Oregon. No, you know what?
This is a theme now.
Fuck it. Just give me the under. Take
No, do it, Rico. Come on, you could be right.
I think the public can be right sometimes.
Also, do it.
Give me Oregon.
Oregon, yeah. There you go.
SMU plus the 16.5. I love Preston Stone. I like the athletes, good running backs, good wide receivers, and this is too many points for an Oklahoma defense that has had trouble for years. I think SMU is live in this game, and I think if you're looking at a double-digit outright upset, SMU should be on that list. Maryland minus the 24.5. It's just end the first half when it becomes available. That's a play against Charlotte. I think Maryland just smokes them. Wazoo Whiskey over 58.5. Ward and Mordecai, up and down type of game. I loved what I saw at Ward. USC, Stanford, under 69.5.
You're not taking Oregon or Washington State?
No.
I'm not betting the game because I think the Badgers might be in trouble. I'm hoping that they just played vanilla week 1, and that the defense is going to look as bad as it looked at times against Buffalo. But if it does look like that against Oregon or Washington State, they're in trouble.
I think there's a lot of points in that game. I think Stanford's going to try and take the air out of the bowl. I know USC is putting up 50, 60 with like blinking. They're putting up a ton of points. But I think Stanford tries to slow it down. They cannot possibly try to go up and down with USC, maybe long possessions. Give me the under in that one. And then that one is a lock. I'll take that one.
Okay, Dave, your card.
Colorado -3 over 59.5. We talked about that game. I've made this mistake. I'm not going to do it again. I have a quarterback philosophy. I think it's a great quarterback class this year, and I'm just going to keep betting on those quarterbacks. That includes Sam Hartman, Notre Dame, -7.5 against NC State, over 51.5. I like the Canes +4 at home against A&M. Already said that. And I'm going to keep riding this. UTEP -1.5 at Northwestern. Was the only one who won the mortal lock, and that was strictly against Northwestern. Also, shout out Kelly in Vegas. She went directly head-to-head with me. Always tough to beat her, but I did. I have Cincinnati +7 at Pitt. I think that's going to be a tight game. Texas Tech at home, +7 against Oregon. They're a totally different team when they're at home. And I like that Rico was on Oregon with 95% of the public. Texas +7 over 54.5 against Bama. I like Arizona +9.5 on the road against Mississippi State. I think Mississippi State's going to end up being trash this year. I like Washington State at home +6.5 against Wisconsin. I agree, Dan, they could be in trouble. I like Cal +6.5 at home against Auburn. I was mad that I got talked into UMass last week by this show. That was a loser. That's my card.
Okay, my card. There will be ads. I have Colorado -3 over 31.5. I have Tulane +7.5 over 65.5. I have Miami +4 over 51.5. Texas +7 over 54.5. I have Texas Tech +7 as well. I already had that written down, but Dave, similar. Rico just saying everything about that game. Purdue +3, Virginia +6. UAB Georgia State over 59.5, and UTEP they're -1.5.
Yep.
I have UTEP -1.5 as well against Northwestern. Locks, mortal locks. Let's clean it up, boys.
Locks are ugly too.
I'm going Nebraska.
What?
I know we talked about it. I've opened my Big Ten fandom up to the public. I'm going to try and go to a different, Big Ten bar every Saturday, see which one I like the most. And I just wanted to pick the one with the biggest juice, like the most excitement.
What do you mean you're gonna try to go? In Chicago?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It's a bad deal.
I'm basically doing like a recruiting trip. So it's like every week I'm gonna pick the biggest Big Ten game and go to that team's bar.
Barstool bar in Nashville. Whew. We're like the home of the Vols in Nashville.
Insane.
It was
Hank was there. Hank was there last weekend.
It's popping.
Yeah, he was on a bachelor party.
I heard.
All right, so you're going to go Nebraska.
Nebraska.
It's crazy that I was saying this earlier this week, but it's crazy that Colorado got back before Nebraska. I know it was only one game, but you would never have thought that the way the last 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the whole they're back. That originated in like a time where you couldn't get back like you can get now back. Where like I don't care how great Dion is, if you don't have the portal, you can't just like go like that. So so you can get back now, literally like Colorado did.
Yeah. All right, Rico.
I am going with FAU -4.5. So Curtis Rourke is questionable. He had a concussion last week. If they go with those backups, they can't throw the ball for shit. Even if he does play, I like that FAU has 10 back on defense. They got Tom Herman as their coach. They have the best player on the field in Casey Thompson, who's a Texas transfer. The backups struggled against LIU. They scored 27 points against LIU last week. I think this should be closer to 2 scores, even with Rourke going. I think if Rourke doesn't go, it's going to hit close to 2 scores. Get it now while you can. 4.5 inside of a touchdown. FAU at home, which is a place that they do well at home. Boca and obviously Herman And the quarterback, I think FAU rolls Ohio.
4.5.
Yeah, rolls Ohio.
You worried about a backdoor cover if it's like 23-17?
Yeah, it's 23-17.
Yeah.
And they're going back down the field. They might kick the field goal with 8 seconds. You're right.
Yeah, you might be
definitely
fucked.
backdoor.
Jack.
Notre Dame, NC State over 51.5.
Okay. Jack, how have you, real quick, how is your first week doing the Pick'em records gone?
I kind of fucked up the other day. Wait, what did I fuck up?
Oh,
You saw.
I thought the card was, you got to go in
I
chronological
know.
order.
I fucked that up the first time.
Okay,
I
all
also
right.
didn't save them as like working files and had to redo them all. But
Oh.
yeah. So it's all good.
Also, Jack had to deal with me like texting at like 10 p.m. on Saturday being like, add Sam Houston to my
No,
card.
I actually love that. That's like the best part.
Okay. All
But
right.
you make me bet shit that I would never bet.
Yeah, no, I'm betting shit that I shouldn't bet. Zoopy.
I like Notre Dame 7.5.
Notre Dame 7.5 minus 7.5 against NC State.
Anti-Quakes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, going against Quicks. Ebo.
I'm gonna go UAB plus 7.
UAB plus 7. Aria. Notre Dame minus 7.5 for Aria. Dave.
Don't think, just throw. I think Northwestern may lose every game this year, and I may just have 12 straight or whatever it is anti-Northwestern picks. I'm going to take UTEP because, by the way, Rutgers ain't that good, and they killed them. I'm going to go UTEP minus 1.5. All
right, I'm going out of respect. One of my favorite games last year, North Carolina App State over 58.5. I have to just do that.
That was over in like a second.
App
last year,
State is probably going with the backup.
Okay, look, Rico, thank you.
But the way it was reported in camp was those two quarterbacks were neck and neck for the job. Now, this kid is from a JUCO. Ebo might have a little bit more clarity. That's his neck of the woods.
Ebo,
you got
some
anything?
clarity, Ebo?
I have it written
This is
down.
good research.
App
Rico.
State
He threw for 4
backup
touchdowns
quarterback.
last week,
So the
but-
kid, the real starter, you know what his name is?
What?
Burger. He's hurt.
Interesting.
Aguilar, I'm pretty sure was a JUCO kid. He's starting.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take it. This is the problem with doing pick 'em on Wednesdays. I have a million ads that I will add because I just take one glance at the board and then I look at it again and I'm like, I like everything. But that's pick 'em week 2. Dave, we got to get you up here for in person at some point. Maybe some advice.
Yeah, I was looking at the schedule. I'm thinking it may actually be next week because then we have 2 weeks off before Nebraska, Michigan, which I'll come again. Nebraska, go to Michigan, so it may work.
Okay. So what would you come? You'd come just for Wednesday, right? Or would you come Wednesday to Friday?
Maybe, yeah, I gotta give that some thought.
Okay. All right. Let me know because I have guests. We're doing a rotating chair on the Pro Football Show, and I filled it, but I can move them.
Okay, I'll figure it out. What the filming where I could get like the most done.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Good
That
luck
is
with your
Pick'em.
house.
Week 2. Yeah. Good luck with your house.
Yes,
Listen,
this is what it's like. I'm on a train right now.
slip that name to Rico. He can take care of it. No problem.
All right.
All right. See
All
ya.
right.